Good morning, boys and girls. What's today? Thursday? Happy Thursday. All right, guys, this is our new Readers Workshop lesson today. So what we've been practicing this week is really noticing our characters. So on Monday, we talked about how our characters act, so the things that they do in the book. Then on Tuesday, we talked about looking closely at the illustrations and at the words and thinking about what the character might be thinking in their head. Yesterday, we practiced using our eyes to observe their acting and their thinking, and then we did a compare and contrast activity where we were kind of looking at how the characters are similar and how the characters are different, and you did a great job with those Venn diagrams. Today, what we're going to do is we are going to look back again at the good egg and the bad seed, and we're going to start thinking about the things that they say, okay? Based on how a character might say something, if they're shouting it, they might be angry or excited. If they're talking in a really low voice, they might be telling a secret, or they might be really nervous. Okay, so we really have to think about what they say and how they say it, and we get a deeper understanding of our characters when we do that. So today what you're going to do is you are going to open up in your Google Slides, and I have a bunch of different scenarios with using the character, the good egg, and the bad seed. A scenario is the words that I write up top. I'm giving you an example of what might be happening in the story or with the characters. And I want you to think about what we read, and then I want you to think to yourself, if those characters are in that situation, what might that character say? So we already know that the good egg is a kind character. We know he likes to be helpful. We know he likes to help other people by painting their houses and carrying their groceries. And we know that the bad seed sometimes is a little mischievous, right? He doesn't really behave and he doesn't think his things through. So I'm going to read you the scenario, and then I'm going to show you how in my head I think about what my good egg might say to the bad seed. Let's try it out. The bad seed wants to cross the road by himself for the very first time ever. What advice might good egg give the bad seed? So here we are. Here's the good egg. He's watching from afar. And we have the bad seed who is going to cross the road, but we see that there's a car on the road. Imagine you are the good egg. What advice or what might the good egg say to the bad seed before he crosses the road for the very first time? Well, let's see. He might say something like, watch out for the cars. He might say something like, look both ways before you cross the road. He might say to the bad seed, don't cross the road, wait for an adult. So there's tons and tons of things that the good egg might say. So I'm going to take one of my ideas that I just came up with, and I'm going to put that inside of the speech bubble. Remember, a speech bubble shows you what a character is saying out loud. So the good egg might say to them, look both ways before you cross. Okay? So what I decided to choose is look both ways before you cross. And my punctuation mark here is really important because we know a period is the end of a complete sentence. That is a statement. But if you want to show that your character is excited about something or is shouting something, you can use your punctuation mark to have your reader change their voice. So if I were to just use a period, this might sound like this. Look both ways before you cross. But if I put an exclamation mark, that lets me know that my voice needs to sound more excited. So I might say something like, look both ways before you cross. For your readers, a punctuation mark changes the entire way that your voice reads a sentence. So be sure to use the correct punctuation mark based on what you are telling the other character. In your Google Slides, you have, I think, 3 examples with a scenario and with characters. Read the scenarios, think about what the character might say, and type in your response inside of the speech bubble. All you have to do is double click. Okay, boys and girls, I'll see you in a moment for Writer's Workshop. Happy reading.